Welcome! Today, we're heading to the Emerald Isle, but not for your typical travel tips. Instead, we're diving into the unspoken rules of Irish culture, the things you should never, ever do. These are the cultural tripwires that can turn a friendly pub chat into an awkward silence. Think of this as your guide to avoiding social disaster and connecting with the real Ireland. If you love discovering what makes a place tick, you're in the right spot. Hit subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure. Ready? Let's get started. First up, the Great Famine, and Gorda Mór, is not a casual topic. It's one of the darkest chapters in Irish history, a tragedy that shaped the nation's identity and left scars that are still felt today. When you hear people speak of it, know that it's not just a story from the past, but a living memory for many Irish families. Over 1 million died, another 1 million emigrated. It's a national trauma, not a punchline. The loss was staggering, and the pain of separation and hunger echoes through generations. For many, the famine is not just history, it's personal, woven into family stories and local memory. Joking or speaking lightly about it is deeply disrespectful. Even offhand remarks can be hurtful, so it's important to approach the subject with sensitivity and care. Famine memorials are places of remembrance, not photo ops. These sites are sacred to many, and they deserve your quiet respect. Take a moment to reflect on the lives lost and the resilience of those who survived. If the topic comes up, listen with empathy. Don't offer opinions or comparisons. This isn't the time to draw parallels or share your own country's tragedies. Instead, be present, listen, and acknowledge the weight of what's being shared. Let Irish people lead the conversation, if at all. If someone chooses to share their perspective, listen attentively and thank them for trusting you with their story. The landscape itself tells the story. Respect the history beneath the beauty. Every ruined cottage and empty field is a silent witness to the past and deserves your thoughtful attention. Approach this subject with quiet reverence. Let your actions show that you understand the gravity of this history and that you honor the memory of those who suffered. It's the first step to showing genuine respect for Ireland, its people, and the stories that shaped this land. Packing for St. Patrick's Day in Ireland? Before you zip up that suitcase full of green, let's pause for a moment. While it might seem like a no-brainer to go all out in emerald hues, there's more to the story, especially if you're heading to Northern Ireland. In Northern Ireland, wearing all green isn't just about joining the party. It can actually be seen as a political statement, not just festive fun. The colors you choose to wear can carry a lot of meaning here, even if you don't intend it. Green is closely linked to Irish nationalism, while orange is associated with unionism and the Protestant community. These colors represent deep-rooted identities and histories that go back centuries, and they're still very much alive today. St. Patrick's Day, a time of celebration for many, can also become a flashpoint for these tensions. Parades and gatherings are often watched closely, and the atmosphere can shift quickly depending on what people are wearing or displaying. Tourists decked out in head-to-toe green might get funny looks, or even attract unwanted attention. What seems like harmless fun to you could be interpreted very differently by locals who are sensitive to these symbols. Instead, try opting for a subtle shamrock pin or a small touch of green in your outfit. A little goes a long way, and it shows you're aware of the local context. This approach is a safe, respectful nod to the day, letting you join in the festivities without wading into the complexities of local politics. You'll find that locals appreciate the gesture and are more likely to welcome you. Celebrate, enjoy, and soak up the atmosphere. But remember, sometimes a color is more than just a color. It can carry stories, histories, and emotions that aren't always obvious to visitors. A little awareness and sensitivity go a long way. Taking the time to understand these nuances can make your experience richer and more meaningful. So blend in, enjoy the crack, and you'll find yourself making genuine connections, without any awkward moments. Sometimes the best way to celebrate is with a little thoughtfulness and a lot of heart. Gushing over someone's home in Ireland? Tread lightly. Lavish praise can invoke old superstitions. Too much attention might attract bad luck or the evil eye. Hosts may deflect compliments not out of rudeness but to avoid tempting fate. It's about humility and not drawing the fairies' attention. The right move? Keep compliments sincere but understated. You have a lovely home is perfect. Subtlety is key. Admire, but don't overdo it. That way, you'll always be welcomed back. Never call an Irish person British in the Republic of Ireland. It's not just wrong, it's offensive, erasing centuries of struggle for independence. Ireland and Britain have a fraught history. Irish identity is hard-won. The Republic of Ireland is a sovereign nation. Its people are Irish. The UK is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Respect the distinction. Getting it right shows you understand and respect Irish history. Get it wrong, and you'll feel the chill. Simple as that. In Ireland, tea is more than just a drink. It's a cherished ritual, woven into the very fabric of daily life and hospitality. The simple act of making tea is a gesture of care, a way to say, "You're welcome here." Whether it's morning, afternoon, or late at night, the kettle is always ready to boil, and the offer of tea is never far away. Refusing a cup can feel like rejecting a warm welcome, almost as if you're turning down the kindness of your host. In many Irish homes, the offer of tea is more than politeness. It's a sign of friendship and inclusion. Your host has gone to the trouble of boiling the kettle, setting out cups, and maybe even arranging a plate of biscuits. A flat no can seem cold or ungrateful, even if you mean no offense. If you must decline, do it gently. Something like, "Maybe in a little while," or "I'll have one later," keeps the warmth alive and shows you appreciate the gesture. But honestly, just accept. Even a few sips matter. Taking the cup, even if you only drink a little, is a way of saying yes to the moment, to the company, and to the tradition. Sharing tea is how conversations start and friendships form. Around the table, stories are told, laughter is shared, and bonds are strengthened, all over a simple cup of tea. From fancy hotels with silver teapots to humble farm kitchens with mismatched mugs, the question, "Will you have a cup of tea?" is universal across Ireland. It bridges generations and backgrounds. The answer? Go on then. It's a phrase that means more than just yes. It's an embrace of Irish warmth and togetherness. So next time you're offered a cup, remember, it's not just about the tea. It's about connection, kindness, and the heart of Irish hospitality. Embrace it. Top of the morning to ya! No one in Ireland actually says that. Mimicking the Irish accent? Just don't. It rarely comes off as charming. It's usually seen as mockery or a tired stereotype. The Irish accent is diverse. Don't reduce it to a cartoon. There's a long history of being mocked for their speech. Instead, use your own voice and enjoy genuine conversation. The Irish will appreciate your authenticity. Leave the brogue to the locals. Religion, especially Catholic versus Protestant, is a minefield in Ireland. It's not just faith. It's centuries of politics, identity, and conflict. Asking, "Are you Catholic or Protestant?" is deeply intrusive. People don't want to be boxed in by old divides. Best policy, avoid the topic entirely. Be respectful in religious sites, but keep debates to yourself. Let locals navigate their own history. Some doors are best left unopened. The Troubles in Northern Ireland. Don't bring it up casually. For many, it's living trauma, not just history. Asking blunt questions about it is insensitive and will likely be met with silence. If you want to learn, visit museums or read, but do so respectfully. Understand you're in a post-conflict region. Listen more than you speak. Show empathy, not curiosity. Respect the peace people have worked so hard to build. Leaning into leprechaun jokes and Irish stereotypes? Please don't. It reduces a rich culture to a cartoon and can be insulting. Ireland's heritage is far deeper. Think poets, heroes, and real folklore. The drunken Irish trope is especially hurtful and lazy. Enjoy the real mythology, not the commercial cliches. Talk about music, literature, or sports instead. The real Ireland is far more interesting than any stereotype. See people as they are, not as a punchline. In Ireland, money talk is off limits. Don't ask about salaries, house prices, or what someone earns. It's seen as nosy and rude. Privacy is valued. Bragging about wealth is poor form. Even asking about the cost of possessions is crass. Focus on people and stories, not price tags. Respecting this boundary shows real social grace. In Ireland, what's in your heart matters more than your wallet. Guinness is iconic, but not every Irish person drinks it, or drinks at all. Many prefer lager, cider, or craft beer. Some don't drink alcohol. Don't assume everyone loves Guinness or make jokes if they don't. Ask what your new friend is drinking. simple courtesy. Enjoy your pint, but respect others' choices. The real Irish experience is about connection, not assumptions. Raise a glass of whatever you like. Slate to that. Visiting an Irish home? Take your shoes off at the door. You'll often see a pile of shoes, follow suit. It's practical, think rain and mud, and a sign of respect. It marks the transition from outside to the comfort of home. It's a small gesture, but it means a lot. Watch what others do and do the same. Your host will appreciate it. Plus, it's a chance to show off your socks. In rural Ireland, public displays of affection are generally frowned upon. Holding hands is fine, but passionate kissing in public? Not so much. It's about modesty and not drawing attention. Cities are more relaxed, but small towns are traditional. Take your cues from locals. If you don't see it, don't do it. Save the big romantic moments for private. It's a small adjustment that shows respect. Whistling indoors in Ireland? That's considered bad luck, and it's more than just an old wives' tale. It's believed to summon evil spirits or bring misfortune, casting a shadow over the home or gathering. The superstition is old, but the reflex to shush an indoor whistler remains strong in many Irish households. Even if people don't truly believe it, it's a cultural habit that's hard to shake. So save your tunes for outside, where the open air welcomes your melody. It's a quirky rule, but following it shows you're in tune with local customs, even the spooky, mysterious ones. Toasting with water in Ireland is a big no-no, a serious faux pas. It's seen as wishing bad luck or worse on others at the table. The superstition runs deep. Even an empty glass is better than water. If you're not drinking alcohol, use juice or a soft drink instead. When it's time for slate, have something cheerful in your glass. It's a small detail, but it really matters. Don't be the harbinger of doom at the table, be mindful. That's it. 15 Irish taboos carefully diffused. I hope you've learned what not to do and gained a deeper appreciation for Ireland's heart and history. Navigating with respect is the best souvenir you can take home. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and join our community of curious travelers. Thanks for spending your time with me today. Travel safely, travel wisely, and may the road rise up to meet you. Until next time.